can play because I really had a. Oh, that's mine from last week. So it's really, but it sounds so because it's so small, it sounds better plugged in. But it's not, like I said, it's not a big deal. I just don't know how to. I don't know. It's whatever you did for his piano. It's that DI box.
You guys are sitting here for a long time. So you should know this. You guys.
That's what I said.
I think we're okay. All right, good, okay.
Yeah. And if we can get it.
Oh, you guys are done? No? Oh my God, that's awesome.
No, it's not awesome. We don't want them to leave.
I know.
I don't want to do this.
Can you stay here the whole time?
It's not for you.
I mean, like forever? I mean, like, are you guys staying? Oh, you know how to do it. Oh, that's awesome. So you're gonna teach us how to do it. All right, sweet.
Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Test, test. Oh, there's a delay over there. Test, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test, test, test. Okay. Test, 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. 1, 2.
All right. You're not kidding. I just want you to carry your rule block up there. Just in case. Oh, that's what you're saying. You guys have, can you access it if you're sitting in the car? Oh, that's just in the car. Grab it quickly. Because you can't, it's hard. It's hard.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. It's not. As long as you can hear me.
You can definitely hear it.
In the laptop, but I can't hear it out here. I don't have these monitors. I turned it.
Test, test. 1, 2, 3.
I turned it like way back up.
Test.
Because it was down.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
The master volume was way down. Is that okay? Hine mato. you mind if I sing like? I know, but like that's what it says.
2-minute warning.
Oh no.
2-minute warning, everybody. 2 minutes for the service to start. 2-minute warning, everyone. 2 minutes.
Oh, I can hear you on the computer. That's great.
Wow, you guys got quiet quickly. That was impressive. That was very good, everybody. We didn't even say anything. That was awesome. Love that. We're going to start in a minute. Now that everyone's very comfortable, I want to make sure you have a prayer book. So everyone has a prayer book? Yeah? Sure, you can go. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. It says Mishkan Tefillah on it. If you want another book to follow along with their Torah readings, there's another book there. It's called the Torah. You can grab that one. So Mishkan Tefillah is the thin blue one, and then there's a bigger book called the Torah if you want to follow along with that. You're fine. You guys have your Torahs. You have your books. You're fine. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. So nice to see you here, those of you physically in our sanctuary, and those of you live streaming for us in the universe. We not only do we have our live stream, but we have a new type of our live stream going on here. It's very exciting, and we have you can't see them because they're all the way up in the balcony, but they're watching over all of our new technology. So, everyone just zoomed in on me. Look at that. It's very intimidating. Now I got zoomed in on. So we have some very exciting tech. So those of you who are here get to be in the physical presence. Those of you out there get to be in our new virtual world. It's very exciting. Or something. I don't know. But anyway, we are here to celebrate Shabbat. We are here to be together. We are here to celebrate the Loyaconas. So exciting. Woohoo! Woohoo! There we go. I got a little something.
Woohoo!
I got a little something.
Woohoo!
Natalee and Jayden, we're so happy that you are here and we get to share in this wonderful time with you. Hopefully this is one of many, many, many times that we'll be able to share with you together. And so our service is not a spectator sport, so please make sure that you're praying along and chanting along and staying with us throughout the entirety of our service. If you look at your prayer book, we're going to begin on page 190. You're going to see that there are pages that are bracketed and pages that are not bracketed. We're going to be doing the non-bracketed page. We're going to do the bracketed pages so the ones in the brackets, 190. See, there's after 190 it says 72 on the same page. Don't go by 72, go by 190. So you'll find it. Keep going. It's in a bracket. It says 190. Or if you need to, just to figure it out for the first time, go to page 72 in the black print, and then you'll also be on page 190, and then you'll get it. So either 72 or 190, and then you'll find it. I want to keep saying this over and over again until everyone finds their spot. 72 and 190, 72, 190. 72, 190. Prayer book? Yeah. 72, 190. So we can't officially start our service until our Bnot Mitzvah get to put on their talitot, put on their talit. So we're going to invite up your parents, girls, to join us and to officially put your talit on for you.
On this Shabbat, we rejoice in your coming of age in our tradition. As a symbol of your entrance as a responsible member into the adult Jewish community, it is our honor to present you with this talit.
These talits that we're about to place on you were each made especially for you. They were made out of the fabric of my wedding dress that I wore in this exact spot almost 16 years ago. Our hope is that they wrap you in as much love as the dress wrapped me on our wedding day.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahitatef ba'tzitzit.
Our tradition teaches us to put tzitzit, fringes on the corners of our garments in every generation as a reminder to observe all of God's commandments. Now, as a bat mitzvah, a child of the commandments, you are ready to make moral choices, to grow emotionally and intellectually, and to take responsibility for the mitzvot and your decisions. Be holy unto your God, bring blessing to our world, and may you bring to the household of Israel the same pride and joy, nachas, that you bring to us. We love you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'eheyanu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
So now it's official. You are wearing your talitot, and what an amazing story and connection. So nice. Part of the wedding dress. Oh my gosh. I hope that these pieces of Jewish connection continue for the two of you and for your whole family for many years to come, that you pass these beautiful things down from generation to generation to generation. It's so lovely. I was so touched when I found out about it. It's so nice. I have nothing made out of my wedding dress. So,
Hi.
do you have anything made out of your wedding dress?
I still need to get mine cleaned. It's on my to-do list from my wedding many years ago.
My wife's dress also is in the same garment bag from the wedding.
I'm going to get around to it, I think, in 2021.
Yeah,
this
my wife said
year.
that too. Yeah. So yeah, it's still in the same bag. I think it has a little cake stain on the bottom of it. It's still there.
Yeah.
It's in the garage.
It's probably wine on
It's
mine.
it's not even one of those temperature things. So it's like in the regular garment bag. So I feel like garages in Florida are good for fabric.
Really good.
So
for
I
it.
feel like that's
so
really,
good.
I feel like it's been, I think it's wearable right now, don't you think?
She probably could wear it.
She could
Yeah.
wear it, but
But we think what you did was
no,
better
what you
than
did
what
was
we've
amazing.
done,
What we're talking about. So this is like what you should do,
Amazing.
and then what you shouldn't
what
do
to do.
is sort of what we're talking about here. So, okay, I think we should move on with the service.
Let's do it.
What do you think? By the way, that's Ken or Sarah over there. I'm Rabbi Keller. We're two of the 5 clergy here at Congregation B'nai Israel. We probably should have said hello at the beginning, but now we're saying hello. So, hello.
Shabbat shalom.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom. So, we are going to continue with Ma Tovu. That's on page 192.
Ma tovu alecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu alecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael. V'ani berach asecha, avo b'techa, eshtachavecha kodshecha, v'yiratecha. Ma tovu alecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu alecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael.
We're going to continue now. We're going to take a little bit of a jump to Chatzi Kaddish. That's on page 224. Little jump. 224 in the brackets.
Yitzkada v'yitzkada shemei Rabba.
Amen.
Ve'alma divrach irutei, ve'yamlech malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon, uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uv'izman kariv, v'meru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach, le'alam u'lamei amaya, yitzbarach, yitzbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitzba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasa, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shemei d'kodesha b'richu, leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, tahamiran be'alma, v'meru amen.
We continue with the Baruch Hu on page 226. Together we stand.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach, Baruch Adonai hamevorach, leolam vad.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer or v'oreh choshech osef shalom uvoreh et hakol. Praised are you, Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer hamorot. We continue now on page 232, 233 with Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malkuto Leolam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We continue on page 234.
Ve'afta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol davaha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anohi metzavha hayom al levavecha ve'shinatam lavinecha v'dibarta bam ve'shitecha ve'vtecha uv'letecha v'aderech ukshoktecha uvkumecha ukshotam lo ayadecha vehayu letafot ben enecha uktavtam al mezot bitecha visharecha leman tiskaru visitem ekol mitzvitai veyitem kidoshim Elohehem ani Adonai Elohehem asher hotzei etem me'eretz Mitzrayim Leyot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohehem.
Adonai Elohehem emet.
We're going to continue now with our song of redemption, Mi Chamocha, which can be found on page 240.
Yisrael, Kuma Bezrat Yisrael, Uftechinu Mecha Yehuda veYisrael. Go Aleinu Adonai Tzevaot Shemo, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch Atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael.
Amen. Continue with the Amidah now on page 242, and together we stand.
Adonai sefaftei pita ufi agidei latecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'konei hakol, v'zocher chastei avot ve'imahot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם וזרעת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל.
Continue with the Kedusha, page 248.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא הארץ, כבודו. אדיר, אדירנו, אדוני, אדוננו, מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ. ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, הוא מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון, לדור ודור, הללויה, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גדלך, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גדלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We continue silently now from page 248 through page 260. 248 through 260. We continue silently. When you're finished, please be seated. We have come to the Torah service. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
We are going to continue Chanting Torah service for reading the Torah on Shabbat, which can be found, big jump, 362. Still in your prayer books, not in the Torah books yet, still in the prayer books. 362 in the brackets is where we're going to continue with our Torah service. As you may notice, the Torah is already out, typically in the regular world, without masks and a full congregation. We would have people come up and open the ark doors, and we would walk around with the Torah, and we would do all those things. But since we are in this alternate universe that we're living in, the Torah is already out, and we're going to do a still Torah reading, but right from that spot. So we're still going to do our Torah service, but those of you who might be familiar with the Torah service and what happens in the choreography, you're not going to see that today. We're going to kind of do it all in one little spot. So, all that being said, 362, we continue.
אין כמוך ואלוהים אדוני ואין כמעשיך מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים וממשלתך בכל דור ודור אדוני מלך אדוני מלך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן Adonai Yivarech et amo v'shalom.
Please stand.
Havarachamim heitiv avirtzoncha et Zion. Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim. Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim. Ki v'chal levad batachnu. Melech Aram Benisa Adon Olamim.
364.
Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Udevar Adonai mirushalayim.
366.
Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch Shenatan, Torah, Torah, Le'amo Yisrael, B'kedushato. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadlu Adonai Itzi, U'neramema Shemo Yachtav.
So Jayden and Natalee, if we were in a regular universe, like I said, we've been passing the Torah to you, we'd invite generations up to pass the Torah from one generation to another, and then to you. And so I want you to think about that theoretically, that we are passing this Torah to you. It goes from great-grandparents to grandparents to parents to children. It was in our hands when we were dancing and celebrating in the streets of Jerusalem. It was also in our hands if we were running from burning buildings and being persecuted. This Torah has kept us strong and kept us united as a Jewish people. And so even though we're not physically passing this Torah to you, we're passing this Torah to you on this wonderful Shabbat, where we can celebrate you both becoming each a bat mitzvah, benot mitzvah together. And so imagine that passing. I'm sure your parents are imagining it too, being able to actually hold that Torah in their hands and pass it to you. So now it's just going to become all of our responsibilities to continue passing on the words of Torah and the actions of Torah to both of you. So just keep that in mind in lieu of the physical action, that's what we're doing here at this moment. Okay, yeah, everyone can be seated. And now we're going to hear some words of Torah from our Banot Mitzvah. They're going to give us their fabulous speech. They're going to do it very, 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 very slowly. They're going to take their time. They're going to enjoy it. They're going to enunciate. They're going to be clear. They're going to be very close to the microphone. So they're going to make sure those microphones are very close to them. So they're going to grab those microphones and pull them closer to them so that they're right by their mouths, so that they can really be right there. They can feed off each other. They can, like I said, clear, slow, and you are going to hear some fabulous, besides my feedback of my microphone, you're also going to hear beautiful words of Torah. And when they're done, you're going to think, wow, that was amazing. But since we're not at a performance, there's no clapping. So instead of thinking, wow, that was awesome, you're going to give them a big hand. So you're going to give them a big hand. So now, nice and slow, take your time. Thank you, Cantor Sarah, for lowering my volume. It's a little bit better now. Less whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, please, take it away.
Do your homework. It's better than to receive, and always try your best. Or consider the laws in our home.
Our Torah portion is called Mishpatim. These are the laws by which the Jewish people were told to follow in order to have a positive life. If you read all the laws, you will find many that make a lot of sense and still apply to life today.
The purpose of studying the Torah and the Haftorah is to remind us how to live life as a good person and to help others live the same way. We all need to do our part to make life better by following the Mishpatim. These ideas are good rules for everyone, especially during this time of COVID, as there is so much suffering going on because of this virus.
Our Torah portion teaches us not to oppress a stranger, as we can relate as Jews who were all strangers in the land of Egypt. So many people choose to ignore some of the horrible things that happen to strangers because it's not happening to them. After you have the experience of seeing something like a graphic picture in a movie that shows human suffering, it hurts because it shows the pain others are going through. For example, when we saw a YouTube video showing foster kids needing to move out with only a garbage bag filled with their items, it made us feel so terrible, even though we do not know them personally.
So we decided to take action by helping foster kids, as many do not have anyone to care about them and many are socially distancing alone. So for our Mitzvah project, we chose to support the children that have aged out of foster care through the organization Best Foot Forward. When a child turns 18, they are put out on their own with just a trash bag of items. We organized a drive to collect items that a person would need when living on their own. We wanted to help make their transition easier.
We are so proud that we ended up surpassing our goal of $5,000 and completing our Amazon donation wish list. Thanks to everyone who donated. We were able to see how much our friends and family near and far gives back and are so generous. We were able to really make a difference with everyone's help.
We want to thank some important people here today. First, we want to thank all of our friends and family. We have grown up surrounded by people who love us, and we are so grateful. Second, we want to thank Rabbi Keller and Cantor Sarah for being so supportive as we prepared for this special day.
Third, we would like to thank our tutor Tamer, who spent many hours teaching us and preparing us for this day. Fourth, we would like to thank our grandparents and great-grandparents who helped preserve and continue the Jewish traditions and ideas. We appreciate all your love towards us. Last but not least, we would like to thank our parents for being our biggest cheerleaders, cooks, therapists, and Uber drivers as we navigate through life.
Shabbat Shalom.
That was awesome. Thank you. You followed all those instructions. That was very good. Okay, so now we're going to be listening to some beautiful chanting of Torah by our Banot Mitzvah. So my suggestion is to, move that microphone away. That second, move that one away. Move the Torah closer to you.
Move the microphone to the other side of the Torah.
Yeah, move the Torah to the right, the whole Torah, like the whole thing. There you go. Move it to the right. Move the yad out of the way. There you go. Move the yad. There you go. Move the whole thing over. Keep going. There you go. Move everything out of the way. Perfect.
The other microphone to the other side of the Torah.
Yeah, move that to the other side of the Torah. There you go.
Perfect.
There you go. You got it. Fold that up. Perfect. Shove that right there to hold your spot. You got it, Natalie. All right, so we're going to be following along with, participating in 5 aliyot, 5 different sections of Torah. Aliyah in Hebrew means to ascend, to go up, and so it doesn't just mean to come up, to come and stand by the Torah, but also to kind of bring ourselves up, to allow ourselves to ascend and be near the Torah. So each aliyah, each section will be preceded and followed by someone who we're going to invite up to the Torah to do the blessings for us. And all the chanting will be done by Natalee and Jayden. Isn't that right? Yeah, good, because that's the plan. So hopefully that's how it's going to go. So we're gonna invite them up. If you want to follow along, by the way, in your prayer books with the blessings, you can do that so that you can see what blessings we're doing. That's on page 368 if you want to follow along. And now we're going to be calling up various people to join us. There'll be a sheet up there, a laminated sheet if you need it, to help you with the words for the aliyah. We're going to continue with the first aliyah. Now, Arthur Newman and Deborah Newman. Yamdu Avraham Moshe ben Nisan vechana Sima v'Ahuva bat Yitzchak Yosef v'Teman aliyah Rishona. Are the microphones on? Check the microphones, make sure they're on.
Can you hear us? Hello?
Yep.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'chabanu mikol ha'amim v'natam lanu et Torah. Baruch atah Adonai noten Torah.
Lo tisa shema shaf al tashet yadecha im rasha liot et hamas. Lo tiacharei rabim leraot lo dane aviv lintot acharei rabim lechatot bedal lo tidar berivo ki tefega shor oivecha o hamaroto hashev tov shivanu lo ki te hamosona rovetz tachamazot v'hodata zov lo azov tazov imo.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten Torah.
You can stay if you want. You can stay there. You can stay like on the left side. Okay. For the honor of the second aliyah, Dana and Stephen Marin. Yamdu Tzvi ben Yosef v'Chana v'Davida bat Avraham v'Moshe v'Ahuva l'aliyah Torah.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach, Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'chanu b'kol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato, Baruch atah Adonai noten Torah.
Lo tate mishpat evyon ha berivo midvar sheker tirhak ben aki v'sadik al hataro ki lo asadik rasha v'shohad lo tirhak ki hashohad ya'avel pikakim v'salef divrei sadikim v'ger lo tirhat v'atem yadatem enefesh hager ki gerim ha'item be'eretz Mitzrayim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei haolam nata b'tochenu. Baruch
And for the honor of the third aliyah, interesting. Natalee? Woo! Ta'amo Nisana Peri Bat Yosef Matana Shira Bat Mitzvah.
Bahu et Adonai Hamvarak. Baruch Adonai Hamvarak Leilom Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Michol Hamim V'Natalanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah. V'Sheshanim Tizra et Arzecha V'Savta et Tevoata V'Ashvi'it Tishmitena Untascha V'Oklu Oive Ne'amecha V'Yiram Tohal Hayat Hazedeh Kain Ta'aseh Lahamecha Leziktecha Sheshet Ya'amim Ta'aseh Masecha Uviyom Tashvi Tishbot Leman Ya'anucha Shorecha Baderech Shorecha V'Chamarecha Bein Afesh B'Nemecha V'Hager. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natalanu Torah Demet V'Hayei Olam Nata B'Toheinu Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Woohoo! Well done. For the honor of the fourth aliyah, Melissa and Patrick, Loyacona. Woohoo! Ya'amdu Yosef ben Avraham v'Sara v'Shira bat Avraham Moshe v'Ahuva la Torah.
Uv'chol asher marti Elohem tishameru v'Shem Elohim ahirim los tazkirut lo ishmal al piha shalosh regalim tahugli bashana et hakamatzot tishmor shivat yamim tochamatzot kasher Titi ha lemoed kodesh haviv kivo yatatita mimizraim velo yerufenai rekam.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'Eloheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Baruch Adonai Hamvara. Baruch Adonai Hamvara B'Olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Hamvara B'Olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bahar Banu Mikol Hahamim V'Natan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
V'Ha'kakatzir B'Kurei Masecha Asher Tizra Bashadeh V'Ha'kasif V'Tzet Hashana V'Et Masecha Min HaSadeh Shalosh Pamamim Bashana Yera'eh Kol Zihor Hal El Panei Ha'adon Adonai Lo Tizbag Akametz Dam Zivki Velo Yalin Halev Kagi Ad Boker Reshit Bikurei Amatecha Tavi Beit Adonai Elohecha Lo Tivashel Gidi B'Halev Ima. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Emet V'Hayei Olam Nata B'Toheinu. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
עוד לא. אחרי ההפטרה. אחרי ההפטרה, לא? No, they have.
Yeah, isn't it?
Throw yet. There's a lot more left. Don't throw yet. It's okay. Don't throw. Great, great. It's good. It's extra showering of sweetness. It's fine. With the Torah in front of us, we think of those in our community who are in need of healing, a physical, emotional, or spiritual healing. If there is someone that you are thinking of who needs healing and you want to share their name, please share their name at this time. You going to sing? Okay. I don't have a list. I don't have a list.
Mishaberachavoteinu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Continue now with the chanting of the Haftarah. If you want to follow along with the blessings, they're on page 372 in your prayer books.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar binvim tovim ve'ratzav v'direhem hanei amarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai haboker b'Torah uv'Moshe avdov uv'Yishrei amo uv'invei emet v'tzedek. Vayomer Yoash el hakohanim kol kesef hakadashim asher yuvav et Adonai kesef over ish kesef nafshot kol kesef asher yale alevish lahavi beit Adonai. Ikulahem hakohanim ish me'et makaro vehihem yechazku bedech habayit lekol asher yimatzeh sham badech veyehi bishnat esrim v'shalosh shana lamelech Yehoash lo hisku hakohanim ebedek habayit. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam tzor kol halamim sadik boho hadarot ha'el hane'eman ha'amer ve'oseh hamdaber m'kayem shekol derav mitzvah sedek al haTorah v'havodah
והמביאים ביום השבת הזה, שנתת לנו, אדוני אלוהינו, לקדושה ולמנוחה, לכבוד ותפארת. על הכל, אדוני אלוהינו, אנחנו מודים לך, מברכים אותך. יברך שמך בפי כל חי, תמיד לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה, אדוני, מקדש השבת.
Amen. Simen tavu, mazel tavu, simen tavu, simen tavu, mazel tavu, simen tavu, mazel tavu, simen tavu, Yehelanu. Simen tavu, mazel tavu, simen tavu, mazel tavu, simen tavu, mazel tavu, simen tavu, mazel tavu, simen tavu,
Yehelanu. Woohoo. That was great. Do you want to do it again? That was a quick no from the two of them. Those heads moved no very quickly. Yeah. We're going to close our Torah service. So we're on page 374 in your bracket. Yehalelu et Shem Adonai ki nisgav shemo levado.
Shamayim vayarem keren le'amo tehila lechol chasidav livnei Yisrael am kerovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Ki lekach tov natati lachem Torati al ta'azovu Etz chaim hila machazikim ba V'tom hecha meushar Derachecha darchen noam V'chol netivoteha Shalom, Hashivenu Adonai, Elecha v'nashuva, Chadesh, Chadesh Yameinu kekadem.
Natalee, Jayden, I think probably your parents want to say something to you. Probably. Because they like you. They probably want to share some words with you about this moment.
Jayden and Natalee, everyone here is so very proud of who you are today and of the young women you are becoming. Despite a pandemic and your entire world turned upside down, you continued to practice and prepare for this day and did an amazing job.
Today is one of the most significant days of your life, whether you realize it or not, as you join the many family members who have been called to the Torah before you, including Nana, Papa, your great-grandparents, and myself. You are now connecting our past with our future, and you represent all that is promising and possible. Words cannot express how much it means to all of us that you've dedicated your time and effort to become a bat mitzvah. Believe it or not, Grandma Shirley has actually been talking about this since the day you were born.
So on this day, this is our prayer and our blessing for you. May you always love what you do, believe in the power of your potential, and remain considerate and loving to others. May you always follow the path of your own goodness, and may you meet others along the way who appreciate it as much as we do.
Jayden, you've always been more reserved to the ones you don't know. However, those closest to you know how loyal, kind, and hilarious you really are, and I hope you continue to let others in to see what a truly good soul really is. You are stronger than you think, and we're so excited to see the impact you will have on this world. Natalee, you've always been a leader, never a follower, and have the incredible trait of giving it your all in everything you do, from your schoolwork to your cheer competitions. I admire you tremendously and look up to you at times. May you continue to be blessed with a beautiful spirit, a positive outlook, and your fairness to others.
We understand the unique relationship that you have with each other. We only hope that you and your sister continue to nurture this special bond and never allow anyone or anything to weaken it. We love you always and feel privileged to get to watch you both mature into beautiful women who will strive for success in all your endeavors, find happiness and joy in life, and remain thoughtful to all.
Mazel tov.
We love you.
I was right. They wanted to say something nice to you. So now it's my turn. Well, before my turn, you should look under the podium on the right side. Look underneath there. There are like 2 piles there. Yeah, pull out each of the piles. I'm not sure who ended up with who. It says your names on them. Make sure you get the right ones. So those are all gifts on behalf of Congregation B'nai Israel for the bat mitzvah, for us to be able to celebrate you both becoming bat mitzvah. And so we want to see what's in there. So open up the top box. Let's see. Who can open it the fastest? Whoop. Natalee won. What'd you get? We can't hear you. Put the microphone on. What'd you get?
Silver-plated candlesticks.
Oh, that's nice. So now you have candlesticks. You can use that for Shabbat and for holidays, for the rest of your lives. What else did you get?
A mini Torah.
Oh, a mini Torah. Open it. Look at the inside cover. What does it say?
Turn it and turn it, for everything is in it.
Keep going.
Presented to Jayden Loyacona on the occasion of her bat mitzvah, term of February 13, 2021, 1 Ador 5781, by Congregation B'nai Israel, Boca Raton, Florida.
Sweet. So yours says Jayden in it. What does yours say, Natalee?
Natalee.
What? That's amazing. Look how we did that. That's really good. I'm proud of us. What about the next thing? Who's going to open this one the fastest? Go. What'd you get?
The newest Jewish encyclopedia, from Abraham to Zabars and everything in between.
Oh, Zabars. Nice. And everyone know what Zabars is? All right, good. Thank you. Only 2 hands? Oh, 3. Thank you. Gosh. Okay, good. Excellent. Did you get anything else from us? No, that's it. That's all you got. All right, good. Okay, good. So that's just on behalf of the Torah, obviously, is on behalf of the congregation in total. The candlesticks are on behalf of the sisterhood of the congregation, and the books are on behalf of the brotherhood of the congregation. So those are all the things that we have for you on this fine morning here that we get to celebrate with you. So now I get to talk to you. Now it's my turn. So you can either look out into space or look at me, whatever you want. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm used to people not looking at me and looking out into space. It's what happens at my house, so it's fine. It's perfectly okay. So, yeah, Sarah knows. Right, particularly, yeah. They're like, well, are you talking? Yeah. Okay. So, So first of all, it's not just a treat to share in this moment, but it's like double. It's double amazing because it's both of you, and I feel very lucky to be here. It was very early on in my time here that I got to even hang out at your house. I wasn't even at the congregation very long when I was invited to your house. So the Avivis, who you know well, said, there's these cool people, and you should go to their house and have an event there. And I was like, all right. So I went to the Loyaconas, and they were right. Cool house, cool people. We had some kind of a Mexican food. It was quite good from somewhere. It was very good. Do you recall the Mexican food? Yeah, it was good. Yeah, great. Yeah, I don't know where it was from. I don't remember where it was from, but it was good though. Yeah. Whether or not you remember, thank you for nodding your heads. So good. Okay, good. So then I was like, oh, the Loyaconas are amazing. And so then I found out that we could be sharing this moment together, and I was like, oh my God, I can't wait for this moment. So I'm as excited as you are about this. You're probably excited that you're also finished all of the Hebrew that you had to do and all that stuff, and that's why I asked if you want to do it again, because I love that part. So, I'm excited about the long-term continued relationship that this place is going to have with you, and you're going to have with this place. And I mean this place, I mean the congregation, I mean physically, but also the congregation existentially, like the larger idea of being part of a community. Because now as Banot Mitzvah, each of you a Bat Mitzvah, you get to share in the responsibility, right? Up until now, your parents' job was to do your Jewish stuff for you, right? They're like, okay, we're going to schlep you. You said that they're your Uber drivers, right? So they're going to schlep you and take care of you, which they're still going to do, because you are adults in the eyes of Judaism. So if they choose to, they could really kick you out on the street at this point tomorrow because you're adults. So make it on your. They probably won't. They seem like nice people. So I don't think that's going to happen. But we're going to share in this together. But now you have a responsibility to do it, though. That's the thing. Is that up until now you had responsibility to follow in the steps of what your parents were saying you should do Jewishly, and now it's your job to do that. Now you have to be the Jewish manufacturers, meaning the ones who are going to participate in Jewish life. You have to do that. So I think you already chose to do it in a lot of different ways. First of all, you're here, which I love. Second of all, you chose to engage in an incredibly meaningful mitzvah project, which I was very touched by, which I feel like you derived a lot of pleasure from, but also felt how important it was to engage in that mitzvah, in that commandment of doing good things, of connecting, of following commandments. You also went above and beyond and chose to connect with an organization called Remember Us. And Remember Us is an organization that comes out of Los Angeles, and it's a Holocaust B'nai Mitzvah program that connects B'nai or Banot Mitzvah to someone who never could have a bar bat mitzvah because they perished in the Holocaust. And so that's why there was 2 empty chairs over there. And those empty chairs are representing, these are your chairs, and those are the empty chairs that represent those 2 children who could never become bat mitzvah. But you, by sharing in your moment, get to share with them too, so that they also get to be connected to you and also share in this moment with you. And the organization seemed to have done a very good job because they found someone named Natalee and someone named Josefa, and so they did a very nice job. So Natalee was born in Romania. Her father's name was Naftali. Her mother was Tina, and Natalee died in the Holocaust. She was 6 years old. And Josefa was born in Slovakia. Her father's name was Bernat, and her mother's name was Piroska. She was deported to Lublin, to the ghetto in Poland, and Josefa died. She was a baby. And so you are already taking steps to show us how important it is to engage in these Jewish moments. and I say this almost every week, and that is, I don't think you pick the Torah portion, I think it picks you. And the Torah portion this week is called Mishpatim. Thank you for getting that right. Okay? And in Mishpatim, there is this very beautiful and fascinating line in it. That's actually not in the section that you read, but it's fascinating, and it says, Na'aseh v'nishma, it says. It says, we will do, and then we will listen, which is interesting, because one would think you should listen and then do. But the text doesn't say that. The text says, you will do, and then you will listen. And I think that teaches us about faith, about having faith in ourselves, having faith in those around us, having faith in our community. And if you have faith, not only internal faith, that you can do something and achieve something, but also know that the people around you have your back and love you and care about you, then I think we can do anything, that any of us can achieve anything when we have that faith around us. And so I also love, by the way, that it's in plural. Na'aseh v'nishma is in plural, and there are two of you who get to share in this on this morning. And the last thing that's super cool, and then I'll stop talking, is the date. The date is the first day of the Jewish month of Adar. And when you enter Adar, you are supposed to enter this month with extreme joy and happiness. Of all the months, it's this month you're supposed to enter, it says, with extreme joy and happiness, because it's the month that houses Purim. Because Purim is around the corner. And Purim is a happy holiday where we dance around and we get to dress up. And so, how poignant also on this day, not only the Torah portions fit, but the date itself, we get to celebrate this first of Adar, and we get to celebrate this joyous occasion with all of you. So, I hope that, like I said, this is the beginning of many joyous occasions that we get to share with you and your family. And if it's okay with you, both Ken, Sarah, and myself would like to offer God's blessing upon you. Is that cool? All right, okay, good. May God bless you and protect you. May God's presence shine upon you, be gracious to you. May God's presence be with you all the days of your life and grant you peace. As together we all say, Amen. We begin to conclude our service with Aleinu. That can be found on page 586. Big jump in the brackets. 586. And together we stand.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latit gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot adama, shelo samhalkenu kahem, vegoralinu kechohamonam, vanachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu.
We transition our thoughts now to Kaddish Atom, to Mourner's Kaddish. We mourn the passing of Al Smith, father of our member and part of our CBI staff, Minda Shaman. We also think of Marie Sherry May Wagner in the period of Shiva, the immediate 7-day mourning period. In Shloshim, the immediate 30-day mourning period, Bernice Maslin, Jerry Lee, Joseph Kammer, Lawrence Apotheker, Sidney Cutler. And for our yortzites that occur this week, we think of Irvin Joseph Baker, Betty Arts, Rosalind Bouvier, Raymond Brill, Sylvia Dubman, Lillian Dworkin, Eugenia Edelstein, Barry Garfield, Lila Goldman, Janice Goldsmith, Ronnie Graber, Cy Granofsky, Sheldon Kaplan, Anna Kaufman, Gertrude Kleeman, Jack Lerner, Mo Lipschitz, Ben Malley, Belle Ogaz, Albert Pastis Irving, Polarstock, Florence Raffin, June Ressler, Florence Rhodes, Nathan Ross, Ira Schenkman, Ruth Silbert, Sue Steinberg, Cliff Suckman, Musa Toplitsky, Morris Wepnowitz, Ernest Weiss. And to those names, we had any name that you would like to add at this time. Mourner's Kaddish can be found on page 598. Yitgadal v'kadash me'raba, b'alma divrach iruteh v'amlich malchuteh, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chay dechol beit Yisrael, b'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehesh me'raba mevorach le'olam ulmei olmaya, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה, שמי לקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, בחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, as together we say, Amen. We conclude this morning with
Ein Keloheinu.
Ein Keloheinu, 626.
Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kamoshienu, Mi Eloheinu, Mi Kadonenu, Mi Chemalkeinu, Mi Chamoshienu, Nodal Eloheinu, Nodal Adonenu, Nodal Malkeinu, Nodal Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu.
Adonai Oz La'amo Yiten, Adonai V'rach Atamo V'Shalom. May God who gives strength unto our people continue to bless us with hope and strength and love and peace. Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and Mazel Tov.
Shabbat Shalom, Mazel Tov.
Mazel Tov.